Was a day to watch. Paul Casey, we said, entered the day 5 back. He had that double at the 16th yesterday, and he got things going quietly early on. We'll catch up with him in a minute. Meanwhile, Tiger Woods had an eagle attempt at the opening hole.
Well, 2 good shots to get to this point, and this coming across the green and just slides by. But he would make birdie at the opening hole.
And ties the lead at 9 under. What about the 54-hole leader, Corey Connors? This his second at the first.
Going with an aggressive play here out of the thick rough. And look at that, just squirts out right on him. And you never want to be right at the green on the first hole at the Copperhead course.
He'd led the tournament through every round so far, but it wasn't his day. 6 over 77 and a tie for 16th. Now Tiger trying to save par at 4.
Yeah, and you can tell right away that had to be a misread right there.
So he drops back to 8 under, and now another par attempt here at 6.
Coming up the hill, a nice aggressive stroke. Puts the early walk on that one. Great save.
Yeah, made that one to stay, just one back of the lead. But Paul Casey was making some quiet moves in front. This his second at the par 4, 12.
Well, from the fairway, 148 yards. This one lofted high in the air. We often talk about Paul being one of the premier iron players on tour. Well, that's an example of it right there.
Yeah, kicking birdie, thank you. That would tie the lead at 9 under par, and now his second at the par 3, 13.
After an iron shot that was right on line, just came up short, coming out of the fringe. We saw so many players leave it short from there. Great birdie for Paul.
And now we think, hang on a minute, Paul Casey, he's got a one-shot lead at 10 under par. What could Tiger do? This is tee shot at 8.
Well, we talk about the way that he's been shaping the shots. This whole location on the left-hand side, he starts to shape this one in. And that's going to end up about 9 feet from the hole. Great opportunity for Tiger. Then the putt coming down the hill, trying to squeeze a little bit. Ooh, early walk and just catches the left edge again.
Yeah, that had to sting. He would stay 2 back at 8 under, and now his third at the par 4, 9th.
And we saw him chip in here yesterday. Can he do it 2 days in a row? Just slides by that right edge.
He had the flag out. He was trying, still at 8 under. Now the par 5, 11th, his 4th.
Well, and not much green to work with, but once again, we see that long backswing, that short follow through. Just magic around the greens this week.
So close, you heard him scream, get in. Paul Casey, meanwhile, back on 18. This is second from the rough.
Up the hill about 10 yards here, so he's got that to contend with as well. Trying to make sure he judges the distance coming from that rough. Catches a little flyer there, but all in all, great shot from that lie.
Well, he would lag it up, leaving himself this for par. And he would tap this in for a 6 under 65 to post the clubhouse lead at 10 under par. But would that be enough?
I had 11 in my mind, so I'm optimistic, but not. Yeah, I think I'll get matched, maybe even beaten, but I'll cross my fingers. Anything can happen, but then birdies can be made as well. If you hit those fairways, greens are more receptive. Whatever happened, yesterday, a little bit of rain overnight, the greens are receptive. Guys can make birdies, so we'll see.
Well, Paul and his caddy, John McLaren, smiling as they walk off the 72nd hole, having to wait and wonder. Patrick Reed, meanwhile, making a move of his own, his second here at the par 5, 14th.
Well, 271 yards, and you can see Patrick Reed trying to maneuver that ball left to right. Oh, what a great job. What a great shot. What a great result. He would have that left for eagle. What
a shot. He would convert for a birdie to tie the lead at 10 under par. Tiger at the same hole.
Just watch this shot right here. Hoist that 2-iron up and over those trees you can see there. Can get a little confusing. Tiger and Patrick both wearing red shirts. Both hitting great shots into the 14th hole.
Fortunately not in the same group, but yes, Patrick always does that on the final day. An ode of Tiger. This a birdie putt.
Yeah, and coming up the hill, and again, on the low side, losing speed.
Just too many misses today. He stays 2 back at 8 under, and now his second at the par 3, 15.
Just look at that beautiful technique. Chops the legs off. Just a little shy, but right on line.
Seems to be the story of the day. Just so close. He stays 2 back until now.
This is just Tiger being Tiger. This is what we used to see all the time. When he needed something big to happen, he made it happen.
He did what? Suddenly, the golf world awakes once more. Tiger is one back with one to play. Let's watch this again.
I mean, it seems like it takes forever for this ball to get there.
Check out Brent Snedeker looking over at me. He's like, yep, he did it again.
How about that smile?
So there's a chance. Meanwhile, Patrick Reed at 18, this his second.
Now from 133 yards, coming up that hill, and he likes it. Unfortunately, just comes up a little short, and there's a huge ridge there that the ball spins down. Leaves himself in a tough position.
So he takes the putter, as you would on the green, to try and convert this in two.
Well, and actually thought he hit it hard enough. Knew he had to hit it hard. And that is so disappointing. As a player, I mean, to misjudge it. Tied for the lead and just a mistake.
So the putter's going, and now with a wedge in hand.
So regrouping, going with a different club. Well executed there, takes that little divot, catches the ball first, and he'll be left wondering, should I have taken the wedge the first time?
Yeah, it was a good play ultimately, but it was a bogey that dropped him into a tie for second at 9 under. Tiger needs a birdie to force a playoff.
And Cara, this was a lot of yardage to cover, especially when you need birdie. Tiger Woods, 185 yards. Kind of gets it up that slope a little bit, but still almost 40 feet short of the hole.
We've seen it done countless times before. Could there be another moment of Tiger magic on an 18th green?
Coming up the hill, and we saw so many guys leave it short from down there. This one was on a decent line, but as it lost speed, wandered away to the right.
You can see that frustration. He comes up short. And Paul Casey, for the first time since 2009, is a winner on the PGA Tour. What a big smile he has beaming across his face, and it is well deserved. It's been a long time coming for the Englishman, but for Tiger Woods, it does mark his best finish since 2013. He is in a two-way tie for second with Patrick Reed. Sergio